Hello there. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Coffee with Shine On. I will be your host today. My name is Jim Carmella. For those of you who don't know me, I am excited to be here. Let me go ahead and add. Here we go. All right. So I'll give you all a couple of minutes to go ahead and log in before we dive into this amazing edition where I'm going to teach you how you can leverage the powerful app of Customily to create personalized products. Now, today's tutorial is going to be showing you over the shoulder as I build out a personalized blanket product that we have. But understand that the app is not just used for blankets. It can be used for all kinds of products. So yes, it's about a blanket right now, but this same process will be used again and again for personalized products. Now, why am I a big fan of personalized products? Well, they help your product stand out from the crowd. Everybody does the exact same thing. It all just becomes noise and your CTRs go down, your conversion rate goes down, and then lo and behold, your sales go down. Case in point, I talk with a lot of merchants every single week, every single selling season. I sell as well. And the product that worked the best for me is something that is normally not sold. It is a message card product, but the message on it is very unique. Same with one of our students. He's like, hey, I know everyone's doing the love niche and all this stuff. I want to try this different angle. And I was like, cool, run it. And it's working. So think outside the box. Don't just straight up copy people's stuff and expect different results. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this amazing Friday Coffee with Shine On, where you're going to learn how to leverage Customly to create amazing personalized products. In this particular case, it's blankets. So to get started off, where are we at? There we go. First, go ahead and like this post, drop some love in the comments, share it. The more people that you share it with, the more people we can help and the better quality products we have. And if everyone's working on different stuff, it's better for you as well. All right, so like this post, drop some loves in the comments. Swag winners. Let's see who gets some free Shine On swag. Coming up first, we've got Trey Munez. So I started on December 14th, 2023, and a little over a month has passed, and I'm finally making sales. If I can do it, anyone can. Congratulations, Trey, both on the sales and on winning some free swag from us. That is fantastic to hear. Next up, we got Maritza Park. She went ahead and placed a sample order of a design she wants to run. And she wanted to check product quality on the woven blankets, and you can see it is amazing quality. She says, I received the sample blankets, ordered and want to share what they look like in real life. Each blanket was individually wrapped in plastic and shipped in a poly mailer with the return address shown. Reviews on this particular product as far as woven blankets go. Says, love it. It's the perfect Valentine's gift. Absolutely love this. Such a great gift for my husband for Valentine's Day. He's going to love it. So high quality products coming at you with huge margins. It's what we do. If you want to get free swag to enter, all you have to do is participate in the group, really. So each week we'll randomly draw somewhere between 2 and 5 people from the group based off of your posts from the previous week, and we'll give you some swag. So what qualifies? What type of post is there? Or should you be posting to qualify to get some free swag? Number 1 is a testimonial post. Did you get your first sale? Did you get your 9,000th sale? Celebrate those wins, because if you see celebrated wins in a publicly operated group, you get motivated too. I still do. When I see people saying, hey, I just got a sale. Hey, I got my first 5 sales. Hey, I just got my first profit center, right? It motivates you. Motivates me still. So testimonial posts are a great way to enter. Also a value post like Maritza did. She went ahead and spent the money for all of us, or for all of you out there, to get an actual sample of the product she wants to run, to verify the quality of the product, right? So that type of value post is amazing. And then any types of tips, tricks, or hacks that can help others succeed. So provide value to the group, and that'll enter you a chance to win some free swag in the next week. Latest news from Shine On. Valentine's Day deadlines. We are coming up hard and fast. So this is crunch time for Valentine's Day. Campaigns on our end of things are going. Sales have definitely picked up over the last several days and continues on that parabolic trend between now and our cutoff dates, right? So for our print-on-demand, printed textile and woven products like the blanket, that was on the 31st of January. So that was over the weekend or Monday. When was the first? Anyways, it has passed. So that is why, even though we want to take, is Wednesday, we want to take advantage of these holidays trends, right? But you want to sort of ride the wave of designing an evergreen product. So something that is in the love niche that can be, okay, we're getting a big hit in Valentine's Day, and that's going to give our pixel enough data to optimize us for the next few months, right? So where sales can continually come in and you can build a solid base around that. Next up, we have our graphic and engraved products. There's the standard shipping cutoff is February 5th. So that's 3 days from now. Priority shipping is February 7th. And then our standard pick products, so our bread and butter message card products, those cutoffs are the 7th for standard shipping and the 9th for priority. Now, this is for USA fulfillment. For EU fulfillment, we're looking on, you need to order by February 5th for graphic and engraved products. And then February 6th for our normal pick products. So that's our message card, our bread and butter jewelry products. Okay. So those are your Valentine's Day deadlines. Keep pushing hard and through them and for them. And it's going to be an amazing close to an already amazing Valentine's season. And then we just immediately flip gears. We go from love, we keep that sort of running, and then we start testing for Mother's Day because that's right on its heels, right? All right, next up. New announcement. Sweetest Devotion bundles are now available for all tiers. So whether you're a free tier or you're an Empire Builders or Starter or wherever you are, you have access to this amazing bundle. So that is our pop-up rose bouquet, which is an amazing add-on to our products. It's a great way to boost your AOV for you new people. That is average order value. So highly recommend you push this. It helps. The only drawback that I can see personally, that I see on the love niche, is that there's not a natural draw ever, really, in my opinion, for someone to buy 2 units of the main product, right? So you're always looking to, what can I add in? What kind of congruent product? Earrings, these bouquets are a great add-on as well, so that you can boost that AOV, because he or she that can spend the most money on ads to get a sale will win the day. Okay. They will win the algorithms for sure. So building that AOV is key, and this will absolutely help you do that. Valentine's Day contest winners. So we ran a contest. These 5 merchants won. They sold the most classic pillows and heirloom blankets. So congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. And you will be getting $250 worth of Shine Cash deposited into your account in the next week. So congratulations to our Valentine's Day contest winners. Don't miss Launch is Served next week. We got coming soon to Shine On. We've got a couple of new product drops coming up. And so next week, Tammy's going to feature our next product launch. So you definitely do not want to miss that. We've got new product lines coming at you hard and fast, because that's the name of the game. We want to give you every high margin product we can possibly come up with to give you all of the opportunities to make all that money. Do not forget to leave us a review. That is vital for our success. We want to also hear your feedback, because believe it or not, we listen to our merchants and we apply everything that you guys tell us, because we desperately want to bring you the very best company and opportunity that we can to serve you and your brands and your businesses so that you can achieve your dreams. That's our dream, is to serve you and to help grow each other in a true win-win relationship. So if you could please do us the kind favor of dropping us an honest review about how you feel about us. It allows us to know how we're doing, and it allows us an opportunity to get even better. So thanks so much for doing that for us. Best way to stay caught up, check us on the featured. So if you're not in the Facebook group, join our Facebook group and then click featured, and you'll see all of our main posts that we do on the admin side, that we're posting value and sharing new ideas or new product lines, new breakthroughs, deadlines, important info, stuff like that. So definitely a great way to keep up to date on everything that is in Shine On. Is go to the Shine On Profits on Demand Facebook group. It's absolutely free to join, and check on the featured and go from there. All right, here we go. That's so silly. So silly of watching me jump into that. Anyways, all right, so we got to start. It would not be a coffee with Shine On without the digital marketer's toast. So please go ahead and grab your beverage of choice. For those of you who do not know, I don't like coffee. I know. I'm the weird guy, right? So I'll drink some water. You guys grab your coffees as we read the Digital Marketer's Toast. Raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, or flasks, and join me now for the Digital Marketer's Toast. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheap CPMs, and lower CACs, to higher CTRs, much higher CVRs, to enabled ad accounts. Well, that was fun. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm back. Internet just dropped. Hold on. Let me get us back up and running here. Sorry about that, everybody. Let me share that. There we go. All right. Can you guys give me a thumbs up that you can hear me and everything's good before we move on? If that's working, I see the spot. All right. Anybody having any issues? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and if you can hear me. I see a couple saying, "What about sound? What about sound?" I'm checking my audio, and it says that we're good here. So, okay. All right. I apologize about that. I am not sure what's going on with the interwebs, but we should be good, I hope. All right. So where did I leave off? I left off at the Digital Marketer's Toast, which is like the best part. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So we'll do this one more time. Raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, or flasks, and join me now for the Digital Marketer's Toast. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheap CPMs, and lower CACs, to higher CTRs, much higher CVRs, to enable ad accounts and big bank accounts, to upsells, downsells, and cross-sells, to winning products and repeat sales, to the thing that everybody knows: the riches are in the niches and in your email flows. Ready? Salute. Okie dokie. Now we can get started. Let me move this little thingy out of the way. There we go. All right. So today we're going to talk about Shine On and Customly. So I've only got a couple of slides to sort of outline what we're going to be covering. And then we'll go ahead and dive straight into the app itself, because I'm going to design a product live for you guys so that you can see the process. Because it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to say, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's build some products, right? So here we go. All right. So Shine On and Customly. Now, if you don't know, Customly is a third-party app. There is a charge to it. We like Customly. It works great. There is an extra charge to it. So I get that if you guys are on like a super duper shoestring budget and you can't afford it right now, just file that away, file this info away for the time that you can, because it does help separate and really increase the desirability. There we go. Words are hard today. The desirability of your product. So Shine On and Customly. So there are really only 4 basic steps you have to do, and one of them you only have to do one time. So first and foremost, you have to create your design in Customly. Okay, so instead of building your base design, now I would say before this, you would want to have a template of your design in like Photoshop or Canva. All right. Well, Deidre, I see that she says Customly's interface is so difficult to me. Well, I'm going to hopefully help with that today. You want to make your design mostly in your own software that you're comfortable using, whether it's Canva or Photoshop. And then we use Customly just to create the dynamic layers. So the things that people can change, whether it's names, dates, coordinates, or in this case, what I'm going to show in this example will be an uploaded image where they can click a button and upload their own image to really personalize their own product. In the case of today's example, it's going to be a blanket. All right. So you want to have your base design. Then you're going to create that design in Customly first. Then you're going to create a product in Customly, right? Now, this is the third step, is this one-time only deal where if you are using Customly and the products that I'm going to show you this way, what you want to do is create a partnership account inside of your Shine On app. All right. So, but there's instructions, and we'll get there, I promise, on how to do that. And it's not like you have to go back and reference this. You'll have a link to it, to the instructions of how to create your partnership account within Shine On. It's nothing additional. It's the same cost of everything. It's just how we are able to send customized images from the Customly app to our fulfillment center. Okay. And then finally, you need to edit your product on Shopify. Now, before we get started, I'm going to be totally transparent with you all. Doing this type of product takes more time, is more complicated than your base message cards. Okay? It is. It just is. And because it is, a lot of you and a lot of your peers that are in our Shine On community just simply don't do it. And that's their prerogative. That would be your choice. It's your business. You get to choose what you do because it's your thing. However, for those of you looking for a blue ocean, and if you haven't read the book Blue Ocean Strategy, I highly recommend that. But for those of you looking for waters that have a lot of fish in them and not a lot of fishermen or fisherwomen, always go with the thing that takes a little bit more work, because most people don't like to do a little bit more work. Okay, so I'm putting that out there ahead of time that yes, designing a product in Customly is going to take some more time and energy to get a product set up properly. It just does. Okay, now obviously once you get comfortable doing it over and over again, that time will come down. And eventually as your business gets big enough, you can have someone on staff like a VA do the stuff for you. But also understand that not many of you are willing to do this extra work. And by you, I just mean not you personally, but the merchants that are trying to sell print-on-demand products in general, and specifically Shine On merchants, right? So I challenge you to get out of your comfort zone and be a little bit more willing to do some extra work, because the rewards at the end are well worth the extra effort. Okay? Okay, so from here, what we're going to do now is, I think we're just on to the, yep. So here's your step-by-step walkthrough coming up. So you're first going to go into your Shopify store. So we'll use this, our example store here. And you go to apps and you search for Customly, and then you click Customly once it's installed. And then this is like the main page that Customly comes up once you've installed it on your store. Okay. So remember, the first step of doing this, let me back up here, is create your design. So we need to create our design first. And now this is a little backwards, which is why I want to do this tutorial, because normally we go top bottom, right? We're taught do top to bottom. So we want to create a new product, but we have to apply a design to that product. So we actually want to create a design first, right? So we go to new design. And this comes up, and we're going to just do love blanket, create design. First step on creating design is you want to have it in the right dimensions, okay? So for our blankets, And again, we should have our dimensions in our app. And if not, reach out to our support for if there's a product you don't know the dimensions to. For a vertically oriented, so that means, you know, the short side is wide and then it goes up and down, just like a beach towel would. It's going to be, so you come up here and you want to click the button that says resize. You want to change it to pixels or PX. And you're going to change it to, I think it's 4,800. Double check. Yep, 4,800 by 5,760. Okay. Now, on the blankets, you want to take this PPI number, that is points per inch or pixels per inch. It's the density and how thick the image is going to be. You want to reduce that to 92 for the woven blankets. So 92 points per inch, 4,800 by 5,760 height. Okay. Edit page. Now you can see our square just became a rectangle, which is exactly what we want, right? Cool. Okay. So next, you want to apply your base design first. Okay. So that's the design that you created for your product. It's mostly the design itself. So that you've done either in Canva, Photoshop, or whatever artist program you're using, or if you have a designer, the designer would provide that. Okay. So you're going to do dynamic image. So you click on dynamic image, that adds it to your template here. And you want to stretch it to where it reaches out the entirety of the rectangle. Okay. Just like that. And then you're going to go over here to the right. You're going to click upload images and you're going to find the image you want to upload and you upload it. You give it a minute because it's going to save the image. And now here is our template. Okay, so that's the main part of the design that I want to have woven or printed in our with our for our blanket. Sorry, I was reading a comment and I got distracted. So that's going to be our base image, right? So this inside of the heart, that's going to be the customizable piece to this particular design. All right, so I need to now add a layer that's going to allow our customers to upload their own images. Okay, so to do that, what we're going to do is click done because we've applied this to our base image, right, or to our template. So that's our base. And now we're going to do an image placeholder and we want to make it big enough to cover the whole area, but not too much. Okay, so just big enough to kind of cover the whole heart, if you will. All right, now we're going to try it with an image. All right, so we're going to click this button here and we're going to upload an image. And I just happen to have one because I came prepared. All right, so here's our image. Now it's a square image, so you can see that I got two issues right now. Number one, it's covering up the design, so we don't want that. And number two, if you look close, which I hopefully you guys can see that, there's like some white blank space here. So we want to move it up just a little bit to where it's covering, like our sample picture is covering the whole part of the heart. All right. Okay. So that's that. Now I just got to figure out how do I get this picture to go on the back side of my design so that this picture they're uploading is cut out in a heart. And that's relatively easy. What we're going to do is go on the transform tab and we're going to go here and we're going to move element backward. Click the button and now it's moved it back a layer. So if you're familiar with Photoshop or a graphic design software, everything operates in layers, right? So right now, when this was original, we had our background because it was added to the thing first, added to our design first. And then we added this next layer on it. But we can tell this layer just to move backwards. And now there is our final design, right? So now when someone goes to our product page, they'll be able to upload their own photo and then that will be populated like that. And then the design image will come out just like this. That gets sent to our fulfillment center. They produce it and ship it out just like it is. That's how the customization thing works. Okay. So we're done with that. And that is the only customized element that we need to apply here. Now we can get really fancy with it if you want, and you could add a text box. Okay, and let's say I want to add a text box down here, and say I want to try a text of, I don't know, established 2019. Okay, so that's like you could do a customizable when did you get married date. So, or when did the relationship start? Like, and then they can fill in as far as a customizable thing here. And you can transform it. You can make it as big as you want. You can change the color or the character of it. You can change the font if you want. You can upload, if you have custom fonts, you could upload a custom font. I guess let's try Chloe. I don't really like it. Alex Brush. There we go. That'll work. All right. So established 2019. So now I want this to be centered. So here's my centering. I go to transform, and do I want it horizontal? Oh, that's flip. I don't know if they do an alignment. Oh, here it is. Align middle. Boop. So now that's aligned middle to the design itself. Okay. And then if I want to make it center, I would push that button and I would align it to the center. So now I've got 2 customizable fields in it, and I could go crazy, right? Like you could add more fields if you want. You could create custom products where you do star maps or street maps, or do a vector to where it's like you have little stars and they can have their faces in the stars. Really, your creativity is your own limitation to it. So if this is the product we want to run with, so we've got You Are My Missing Piece, we've got a buyer upload image, and we've got a text creation, then we can go ahead and save our design. Your design's been saved. We're done. Okay, so here we are, love blanket. Now we can go back to our rocket ship, start, and we can create a product from here. So we create a product, we go to Shine On, and then we look for the product we want to apply. Now, the vast majority of products that we offer are available here. So if you want to do acrylics, if you want to do our necklaces, you can do custom things in necklaces. If you want to do buyer upload this way, you could do that. If you want to do pillows, right? So like I said, the vast majority of our product catalog is available inside of Customly. Okay, so we want to pick, this is the vertically heirloom woven blanket. You can see it's done horizontally as well. So if your design is better, it goes horizontally, that's fine. In my case, it goes vertically. So we're going to pick that one. All right. There's only one size available of this blanket. It's a 5x6. That's a standard throw size of blanket. So most of your blankets that are over your couch are this size. It's a little over 4 feet by 5 feet. And then the print area is by default. Okay. Then you'll go next. Now you'll pick your design. That's why we designed it first, right? So we're going to pick our design. Here's our design. And it's creating a template. Saving the product. And I want to show you in real time what it really looks like, right? So it's, here we go. Image upload, text 3. Okay, now we don't want the thing to say image upload or text 3, right? That's not going to help your conversions. So we'll go to, subconsciously did it without explaining it. You'll click the button that says edit options. You'll go to image upload and you'll say, upload your image. And you want to make it required because the design would look silly without one. Okay, and save. I don't think I had to save it each step, but yep. All right, and then upload image. And then we don't want it to say text 3. We want it to say put your established date. Text up and placeholder, initial value. Let's see if this works the way that I want it to. We're going to do established 2019. Save. All right, so that looks a little bit better, right? Now I select my image, upload your image. Oh, I got to make that required as well. Required. Save. There we go. Okay, and then we can edit product details if we want, because remember, we haven't published this to the store yet, right? Like it's just we're designing the product inside of Customly. So we would probably want to change the title to say wife or gift, perfect gift for wife. You are my missing piece. Price $89.95. And then if you have a description here, you can fill that out. If you don't have a description, then you can create a product inside of the Shine On app to get our base description. Then you can just copy and paste it. Then we'll go ahead and say save product. And then we click publish. Now, this is the one-time thing you have to set up if this is the first product you're doing this way. So this is where you'll want to add an API key. So this thing will open up and it'll say, I want to enable the integration for Shine On. So I click that button and then I need an API key. So how do I get the API key? Well, you follow this link here, learn how to get your API key, and that opens you up to this form. You scroll down to the Shine On section and it walks you through how to get your API key. So you would go into, it's like go into your Shine On app, okay? Then you're gonna click the name of your store and click add your store. And then you're gonna do partner CPI, or partner API, sorry. And it's loading. So you can see it's loading here. As it's doing that, you'll see that it's connecting. You can see the instructions because we updated our UI. This is slightly out of date, but you know, it's very simple. It's this big button here, right? So while it's creating that version for us, then we'll go down to the API configuration of that version of our store, and then we'll get the API key. So here we go. And you can see now I've got partner CSV API. My regular store is still here. That's the one that's connected to my Shopify store. Everything will work just fine. No big deal on that. And then you're going to go to API configuration. There we go. And we're going to copy that. Copy. And go back to Customly and paste and save settings. And now we're linked. Okay. So now the product, when sales come in through our product, so let's go ahead and refresh our products. Here's our new product, Perfect Gift for Wife. Okay, you are my missing piece. Now here's one image, right? So here's one image. It's got a default variant, so that's good. You can customize it as you want, and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so what we're going to do is upload an image, upload that same image. Now, what's neat about this with Customly is they allow our buyers or our customers to kind of tweak the product. If you want it bigger, wrong thing. It's a little glitchy. Let's just doing. So in the modal, we'll have to fix that. But in the modal, you're able to adjust the image size and stuff like that. So if you're seeing an issue with that on this, I don't know if there's just something with this custom product page or what, but that's needs to get fixed. So we'll fix that. If not, you can change in Customly in the settings to do a modal. So what I mean by that is if you go into Customly and settings, save settings. Oh, sorry, preview behavior. And let's say I want modal preview. Save settings. Now let's refresh. And you'll see instead of doing the personalization on the product page first, you want to click personalize, and then it'll show up here. Okay. And then select image. I can select my image. And then I should be able to, yeah. So now you see how I can move it up and down. So they can customize it. If I want to zoom in on the picture, I can do that. And then once I have the image exactly the way that I want, I'm good there, right? And now I want to establish, my wife and I were married in 2019, not 2109. So now I put my established date and then establish there. And now I can add to cart. Okay. Now, I can save, well, I don't think it's going to save the image. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it saves it as a blank. So because it's in the modal, this is that extra little bit of work. So there's 2 bits of extra work when you do Customly stuff. Number one, when you do it this way, getting this image is awesome as a preview, and that's what your customers are going to see. But to show people examples of it, what you have to do, it's a little bit more of a manual process, meaning you can either go into Customly and like throw a design up and then take an image of it, or you can take the base image like I did and download it to your to whatever. Oh, I just my kiddos. And then you can adjust the image around and add the establish. And then here is your the finished product, if you will, as a template. And then as far as add imagery goes, that's what I've done. I've taken this base product, I've added my customizable elements to it, and I've made different ads from that. So it is a slightly more manual process for sure. And during the design creation process, I do think there's an option to save an image. I think I missed that part. But in any case, you're able to update and create your own personalized images and more renders. If you want to have additional renders of it, because it's a personalizable version, what I would do is, let's say I want to have more renders of this. So I wasn't going to do this, but let's just do it because we got some time. If you're okay with it, it's going to cut off some of the time that I have for question and answers, but this should help us do what we got to do here on showing exactly how this works. So let me create a base image real quick. Let me do that. No, I wouldn't need to do that way. Yeah. Okay. Give me like 5 minutes. Let me see if I can share my screen on Canva. I'm not as comfortable. I'll be honest. I'm not as comfortable in Canva as I am in Photoshop. So let me go ahead and create this in Photoshop right quick for you guys. And I'll see if I can, I wonder if I can share my Photoshop. I bet you I can. Let me get logged in. And then I'll share my Photoshop screen so you can watch as I'm doing this. James.com. Oops. It would be helpful if I did the right password. I'm throwing an audible at you guys. Hopefully that's okay. Confirm. All right, so now we're in. Let me get that loaded up right quick. Bear with me, and then we'll flip the sharing, the one share screen. I want to make sure that loads because it's a really big image. There we go. Okay, now stop share. And I want to present screen. I want a window. I want to share Photoshop. Aha! Okay, now we want to show. Now, what am I doing? I'm going to go shine on. And I'd like to view images. Here we go. All right, so there. Now, bear with me. I got to change that. So we got to rasterize that layer, undo this. Now I apologize ahead of time. I'm not going to explain too much of this because I want to get us going on this as quickly as possible. So if you miss something, just let me know, and I'm happy to kind of walk us through here. All right, so it needs to be. How did I do this before? Oh, that's why. Okay. There I am. Up a little bit. So what's your point, or what you're trying to do is you are trying to create a final version of a product. Okay. And then what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to upload it to Shine to get the renders. So that we have more options on that. Now, let me see. Bear with me 1 second. I want to see what the name was here. My design. I want to edit. And nope. Edit. There we go. I know you guys are still seeing my Photoshop. What I'm doing right now is loading up the design, because I forget what the name of the font is. Alex Brush. Then we want Alex Brush. There we go. Smaller. Move it down a little bit. Okie doke. Now we'll save this mamma jamma, and we're gonna say this as blanket design. Oh, you know what? I need to remove the background. Hold on. This probably should be a PNG file. Here we are. Hold on, there we go. And select inverse, delete. And now we're going to crop. Oops. For those of you that are totally new, I apologize for the lack of full explanation of how to use a graphic design software. I get it. It's probably really confusing. Just bear with me. I'm trying to cover an awful lot in a little bit. Why do you have to rasterize if it's already PNG? So Phil, when you, if you have a canvas up on Photoshop and you add a secondary layer directly onto it, it creates it as a smart object instead of as a JPEG. So I have to rasterize the smart object to be able to play with it. There we go. Now we want that, and we want okay. So there's that. Now, well, I gotta stop sharing that screen and present back to window. You'll see. There we go. All right. So now I need my app. And I want to create products. And if for some reason my partner product doesn't, oh, sorry, add a catalog. Add product. Here we go. Add product. I think this is it. Bet you the search function works. See, and you think we all have it figured out, right? Even us old pros take some. Nope, not there. Okay, so we're going to do it in our family gift mall one. Oh, and probably it doesn't say it's. Probably just says it. He broke it. It's too many connections going on at once, everybody. Oh, here we go. All right, blanket. Maybe because this is a test store, I don't have it. Add product. That's here. Oh, there it is. Okay, looks like we have to fix our search function. Okay, so now what have we done? We've created the artwork, right? I got it, Phil. I got it. You're such a good helper, man. Keep me honest, right? All right, and then I can just drop this desktop, and where'd it go? Here, blanket design. Boop. Oh, hold on. Maybe my image is too big. 1.4 megabytes. No, it's only 1.4 megabytes. That should be fine. Why doesn't this show up here? Weird. Oh, it's got to be a PNG. Dag nabbit. Sorry, guys. Forgot that I saved it as a JPEG. Blanket design. You wouldn't think this would be like, nerve-wracking being on with hundreds of people watching you live. Sometimes you make mistakes. Upload a file. This has invalid dimensions expected. Please upload. Okay. Image size is 400. 760. It's probably going to end up being a little fuzzy. Maybe. But it'll be good enough so that you guys see what I'm trying to get at here. Oops. Okay. There's all that. Let's try this again. Well, I just did it. Details. 4800 by 5760. Where'd it go? Did it not save as a PNG? This is the right one. I don't know what the issue is. I'm going to try refreshing. Hold on. This is a PNG, correct? Properties. No. Why did it not? Did it screw me up? All right, so I'm hiring Phil to do my graphic design going forward. He's on point. Bow show. Cancel. Photoshop. No. Copy. PNG. Okay. Ooh, we're making a big file now. Let's see how big this file is going to be. Saving 89.94. Here we go. And how big is this? Am I under the size limitation? I am. Hot diggity darn. Let me make sure it's PNG again. It is. All right, shine on. I can do this because I love them. Okie doke, here we go. So now that I've got my design, right, what am I going to get from it? I'm going to get a couple of renders. That's going to look pretty cool. Stuff that you can use. So if you want to add, I'm done. Okay, and you're going to go, because we already, the version of the product that we want, the version of the file or the product that we want is the one that's connected to the Customly app. We're just going to title this like test. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and publish. Blanket has been queued. Please allow a few minutes for your product to publish, including the imagery. So the image is going to take a few minutes. But once you have that imagery in there, now we've got a couple of extra images that we can add to our core product, right? So this is our base that we have. And now we want to take the imagery from the Shine On apps product and put it into here because we want to sell here because this is what's connected to Customly that allows the customizable features. So let me see if this is uploaded yet. Or if because this thing's on, is it queued processing? All right, so I'm going to flip script while this is processing and coming in. I'll go and answer some questions while I've got them. So if you have questions, go ahead and post them. I'll scroll up in the news feed and ask the questions. And as that gets processed, hopefully when it's done, I'll be able to show you, hey, you download the images from this product listing, upload them to the Customly version of the product listing. Remember, everything still goes to Shine On. It's still a Shine On product. This is just a workaround on how we get better quality images for our product. Okay, so let me scroll up, and there's a couple questions, and I'll answer them while this thing is doing its deal. I'm ready, and I think now I'm back. Yep, so that's that one. My first time, will I be able to see this video once live is complete for reference to this education? Yes. So when we do these live streams for Coffee with Shine Ons, they are recorded. They are usually kept in the featured section of the Facebook group, so you will be able to access them at your leisure. So yes, they will still be available. Not seeing the people thing. Yes, for sure. Commonly team is Customly. Is Customly a subscription or is it month to month? It is month to month. It is a subscription, but it is a monthly subscription. So it's a flat fee. And then I think if you get above certain revenue thresholds, they charge like a small percentage of products sold through their app. But it's the juice is definitely worth the squeeze on this one. So I do highly recommend Customly. They have a great integration with us, with our product line that allows us to do these bigger designs. So our woven blanket designs require very large image sizes and very large image creations. And it's beyond the current capabilities of our native artwork swapper. So it's one of those things that, you know, it's, yes, there's a couple of workarounds that you have to work with, but it's well worth it. Okay. So does Customly work with WooCommerce? I think so. Let's see. Customly WooCommerce plugin. Product add-ons. Customly WooCommerce. Yep, it does. And so I believe you would have to double check with Customly, but I'm pretty sure that if you're using and designing the products inside of Customly, you would be able to list them into a WooCommerce store and still have them fulfilled through the API connection of Shine On. So it might also be because I think they have one. Do they have it? Etsy product personalizer, Etsy. Yeah. Okay. So like you could have your Etsy store, you could create a product through Customly and link it to Shine On as the fulfillment provider. And so you have access to our products and then put them into your Etsy store as well. So for those of you who do more than just Shopify stores. Okay. So I'm new to the POD space and just jumping into the live. This is how to use Customly with Shine On products on our Shopify store. Yes, Single Mom Empire. This is a tutorial. I chose specifically blankets, but it can be used with any Shine On product and how you integrate them. So this is a walkthrough of that. When I host Coffee with Shine Ons, I tend to do more tutorial-based things, whether it's a technology component like this, where it's Customly, or if it's ads or testing strategies or product designs, things like that. So I tend to do, you'll see every week we have different hosts, different people from our company share different things. For me, I tend to focus on the more tactical oriented things. So like your ad strategies, ad creative strategies, and then product technology strategies. Like I'm more of the tactical one. At least that's what I tend to do for my topics. Phil, we talked, got that done. Is Shine On considering a save as draft option in the ad product section? I've lost my work on numerous occasions due to not having the ability to save my work as a draft unless I'm missing it. I'll double check with our dev and see if that is an issue, or if there is a manual save as draft option, or if we can add an auto save as draft. I haven't run into that personally, but I'll reach out to our dev staff and see what we can do for you. At the very least, what we can do is add it as a feature request and put it on the list of things to add for the app. If we're doing this just for the images, I think we can download images without publishing straight from Shine On. Oh, that's true too. So like we could do without publishing if you want. Oh, there it goes. If you want it just the imagery, should be able to just download the images here. And so like if you want this image, download image JPEG. So yeah, you're absolutely right. You wouldn't actually need to publish this to Shine or to your Shopify store. You could just get the renders, download them, and then delete the draft. So that's absolutely right. Let's see. So for Shelly, you have a question. So here's where I get confused. Will there be 2 listings in the store? So yeah, so technically right now there's 2 listings in the store. Let me see who had that other one. It was just a Facebook user. The other user had a great idea of just, downloading. Once you have them rendered, just download them directly from Shine On before you publish the product. Now, I went ahead and published it, so I guess we can do both, and I'll walk you through how to do that. So you go into your one that has the images you want, and you download them all. Okay, so download, right? And then down all of them. And then when you're done downloading them, all you got to do is tick the box. Whoops. Tick the box, buttons, delete. Okay, and then you can delete that product right out. So you don't want to keep both versions of the product on your store. And like, I wish the Facebook user had put his name in, and that'd be awesome. But you can download the images. All we're after are the rendered images, so that we have more on our product listing than this, right? Because we can all agree that that's not going to be the best option to get sales on our product, right? And then personalize is here. And then you would want to split test which version works the best. Most stores that I've seen run and most sales that I've seen have the customization directly on the product page and not as this personalize and then going in to it. I just did that because there was a glitch on, if you can't tell, this is a customized landing page. It's not a template. It's just a test template. This is our testing store. So that's why the normal options to changing around the image didn't work as well as I would like. So in any case, that's how you would set up a product, a blanket, through using Customily. And again, the setting up, the API process setup is one time. Once it's set up, you're good to go. You just have to design products and then work on your descriptions. And then when you're doing, to get the renders, you would just use your base design with the customizations as an example, and then upload them. And then you would get some renders in there that you can use for your ads. Okay. Or you can manually, like this image is, I can do that manually, and then I can just add different backgrounds to it, right? If I want like a flower background or a beach background or whatever. I've done that in the past as well. Okay. Congratulations, Joshua. He says he sold his first blanket last night. All right. So that is going to be it for the tutorial. Apologies that we went down a rabbit hole that I wasn't really planning on going down, but I wanted to show completion, right? I wanted to show the whole thing. So that, going the wrong way. So now we're on to Q&A, kind of going through it anyway. Let's see. How can I extend it? I've been kind of frustrated trying to do acrylics, but hopefully I can after this video. Deidre, I'm not sure on the question. On the first part, like how can you extend what? Like, do you have a trial or something like that? If you want to, Deidre, if you're still on, can you flush out the how can I extend? What are you trying to extend? Is it the image or is it text, or what are you trying to extend? If you can give me a little bit more context to the question, I appreciate it. Hi, Jim. After Valentine's Day, does demand for love niche products drop dramatically? Nah, man. No. It's like people are in love all the time. Now, I will say men don't naturally think to buy the women in their lives gifts. If men could naturally think about buying their wives gifts on a regular basis, we would have a lot happier marriages, in my personal opinion. I do okay with it. Like I am known to grab a set of flowers at the grocery store on a frequent occasion. But it's love is always big. It's an evergreen niche. It gets pops around there. So no, it's not a waste of time to continue to stop doing love niche. I think it's either number one or number two as far as total niche, total sales in a niche out of everything. So I would absolutely continue in the love niche, especially if you've got some momentum going from Valentine's Day. Like if you have something with sales or you have something that was profitable, it may not be at the same volume, but it'll still be profitable. Can you change the color of the added text when creating in Customly? Absolutely. Select a color from the design. So yeah, for sure. So in here, you go here and then color. If I want it red, I can make it red. If I want it blue, make it blue. So yeah, they have a whole color option. Okay. And you can see as I'm changing the colors up here, the text is changing colors. I just did it black because it was doing this on the fly. Okay. Jim, I'm going to guess that this process is about 4 to 5 times the time to do in normally, but without personalization, as you said. Yeah. And remember that it's the more times you do it, Phil, the more seamless it becomes, the easier it becomes. And you don't have somebody on TV or on the live stream fumbling around trying to like keep things flowing and not have dead time. So, but yes, the personalization does add time to each product creation, right? Because you have to add the personalization elements. The integration of Shine is only about, oh, okay. So thank you, CC. I didn't realize that the integration only works for Shopify and Etsy. Deidre, okay, so I design everything in Canva and just leave the customized parts empty. This should help. Hopefully I can get some things going over the weekend. Awesome. Awesome, Deidre. Draft would be amazing. Always have to rebuild a product page versus changing out my design. Is there a video that shows how to do this for a beginner? Annie, this was the video. I guess if you're totally lost, if you're a brand new beginner, then maybe personalized products is not where you should start. Doing a static design. So let's use this design as an example. If you made this a completed heart, like a filled in heart, so it wasn't buy or upload, or you put cute little caricature or something like that, and then you didn't have the text field. Actually, I think we have, I'm pretty sure it works for our blanket designs. I know we do it for the message cards. We have our own, like you can add text blocks to our message cards. I think it does it for blankets, but because all of my blankets right now have like an upload buyer image feature, so I have to use Customly because we don't offer that natively. Get them from Canto. I'm not sure of that context, so we'll skip it. Can you know what Launchpad is recommending? So this question is, Launchpad is recommending anywhere POD. Can we just use Customly to save money instead of 2 subscriptions for Etsy? So you would have to design all of your products in Customly, even if you're not going to add a customizable feature to it. I don't know what the pricing is for Customly's Etsy integration. That's just something you would have to determine of do I want Customly or it? Do I want to have, like, I can say that if you don't use, well, I guess you would still have, if you use Anywhere POD, you would still more than likely want to use Shine On for our renders, because our renders are amazing. They really are. Like, our graphic design team gets no near as much love as they should. But yeah, that's something that you could test and see if it works. But as far as I know, based off of the knowledge that I have on this, Customly should work just fine with doing customized products and Etsy and all that stuff. So I don't even know if Customly makes you pay per shop. Sounds like it can be together in one account, but you pay per store like Shopify and Etsy. Shelly, I'm not sure on the answer. That's something you'll have, because we're not affiliated with Customly. Their pricing structures, you would just have to work with them. Okay. So David, in the beginning of our Coffee with Shine On today, I did the EU shipping cutoffs. They were, show that up while we're answering these in case you guys can see them, just so everyone sees it. There it goes. February 5th and February 6th, depending on what product line. So EU, your graphic and engraved products is the 5th, and your standard message cards is the 6th. So you got a few extra days left. Okay. And I think I'm just reading through questions right now. I can get the mock-ups from Canada and place image in them. Yeah, you can get mock-ups from Canto and just place the image in them for sure. Absolutely. All right, so that is all the questions that I've got. I appreciate your time and your patience. We had some issues on our call, like my internet deciding to die for the first time in a year and a half live on stream. So I apologize for that. And thanks for the patience of, setting up a product, right? Like, the design was done, and what you saw was the component of really what it takes to get a product up and running once the design is done, but customized, right? Like, so I really enjoy Customly as an app. They've got a great integration for Shopify. That is my experience, personal experience with them. I don't have experience with Etsy, only because I don't personally sell on Etsy. And there's nothing against Etsy. There's plenty of people that make a great living off of Etsy. I just I never want to overtalk my expertise. I'm an expert at Shopify. I'm an expert at paid advertising. And I'm getting pretty decent at customizable products, I would say. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your guys' attention and patience with me. And I will catch you on the next one. All right. Bye for now.